CQ5, and you can see there is like a kind of like a rebranding here. This is called the cinepeer instead of just being called the Zhiyun. So Zhiyun is the brand, cinepeer is like a new lineup of branding, and the model is called the CQ5. Let's take a look what's inside the box. By the way, this is very early pre-production, so I guess there is no instruction manual. There's a service card right there, and then we got a stand. Take a look at that. Super lightweight, and it's open pretty wide. Look at that, not bad. Let's put that on the table, and in the box we don't have really that much, but that's probably because it's an early pre-production. So we have the cables here, Type A to Type C, and then of course we have the gimbal itself, but there is something special on this one. This is an AI tracker, so it's an actual camera in this little device, and it magnetizes here to either the top or the bottom, and it doesn't matter which direction, you can always change the direction. Now this is also compatible with lights, but they did not send me the lights, it just sent me the AI tracking. But in case you want lights, because you're shooting at night and low light conditions, well, you can also buy a light and magnetize it at the other end if you want to also use the AI tracking, or you can also have two lights. You could also have two AI tracking, but why would you do that, right? So let's take a look here at the gimbal itself, and it opens really quickly. And the cool thing about it is that it has this telescopic handle. It doesn't expand much, but if you're going to be vlogging like I plan to do today and here at the beach in Xiamen, well, that could be very helpful. Like, it can also do this movement here, so it can like do some kind of rotation. I'm gonna first put a phone before I do that. So I have already mounted the iPhone 15 Pro into the CQ5, and you can see it's a relatively small and compact gimbal that can always expand and give me the ability to vlog. This is the one thing that I haven't seen on any other gimbal out there, that it can incline this way, so that makes it a lot more easy to face you, and you do not have to basically extend your arm too much. You can keep your arm very relaxed on your, looking more natural, and that's because you can incline this. So if you have it like this, you can see how the camera will be on the way of the gimbal, but when you do that, well, it becomes very, very helpful. And then you have the AI tracking, which means you don't really need to open the Zhiyun app for it to track. You basically just do this gesture and there it is. It's tracking. Okay, so let me show you a little tracking demonstration. I just do this gesture right here, and now it's tracking me, so I can move around and it will follow all my movements. I can even go down, so it will tilt with me, and even if I move very fast, it will still track me. And if I go away, let's see how much distance can I get for the tracker to lose me. So it's still tracking, and somewhere about maybe 4 or 5 meters, and it's still tracking me pretty good. I'm gonna get very close, and still tracking me really nicely. But there is one more advantage for this tracking with a telescopic selfie stick. Another great advantage of the design on this magnetic tracker is that you can use it on any way you want. So you can be pointing that way or pointing towards you. And something that I haven't seen on any gimbal, especially with a telescopic selfie stick, is that you can now incline this. So now you can hold it more natural without getting the gimbal in the shot. So now I can start shooting here, and I'm vlogging now in my camera, looking really nice. And the iPhone 15 Pro have really nice cameras. Even the selfie camera that I'm using right now is looking good. So I can be vlogging about. You can see the beach is right behind me. It's a beautiful day. The sun is already setting. You can see that. That's a beautiful place. And you can see a lot of people today at the beach. I forgot to start tracking. Now it's tracking. So I can basically move the gimbal around without even looking at the camera, and I know it's gonna be always on me. So I can change hands. Like, I'm not even looking at the camera, I'm just talking and walking, very relaxed. And I know that the camera is always pointing at me because I have AI tracking. And whenever I want, I can just do this gesture right here, stop tracking, and I can use the joystick. Let's say I see something interesting, like people taking pictures there, and I can go back into frame. That's pretty cool actually. I should start vlogging more. Back to tracking so I can relax and walk around. I ordered food like a really long time ago. I don't know what actually happened with that. I'm gonna go check it out. Oh, look at that pizza oven. 这是不是我的 pizza? Oh, okay. Look at that nice pizza oven. 这个也是我的是吧？是的。Nice. Actually, I do the gesture for start tracking, but it's already tracking. So I'm gonna basically stop tracking. So the tracking is very cool, but we're still here and reviewing a gimbal. And one thing about the gimbal is that they need to stabilize their footage. Right now I'm walking on the sun. This is the worst possible case scenario. Basically, when I'm stepping on, it's extremely uneven. I don't know if at any point I go into a hole, like, you know, kids like to dig hole, like they're doing right there. Because the sun is soft, it's like my feet are sinking into the sun in all directions. So if this footage looks stable, well, that's it. It's gonna be great stabilization by the gimbal, because any other way, the footage is gonna look very shaky when you're walking on the beach. You can see the hole they have here, massive. By the way, what a beautiful sunset. Take a look at that. Amazing. I see not many people know that there are like really nice beaches in China. But you don't think about beautiful sunset on the beach when you think about China, right? But yeah, the city where I live is actually really nice. So, in conclusion, do I recommend the CQ5? Well, it is a very affordable gimbal with telescopic handle, so it's very clever for vlogging, and I like that little scene right there where you can vlog a lot more comfortably. Now, the AI tracking, it doesn't hold to it very strong, but it's still okay. You might accidentally bump it, and it might drop on the floor, but I already have a few times and it's still going strong, like nothing happened to it. Also, the tracking at times is a little bit choppy, but I think they can fix that with some firmware upgrades, since this is very early pre-production. So all in all, considering the price, yeah, it is a pretty good gimbal for vlogging. If you're into vlogging, definitely give this a chance. Okay guys, this is it for me. I'm gonna go enjoy my pizza that just arrived on my table. I'll see you in the next one, and if you like this video, please share, subscribe and comment and all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios amigos.